everybody, it's Charlie again, and I'm currently playing Bright Memory Infinite, and this will be another replay review in 2025, and just a heads up guys, there might be some tiny spoilers. I'm going to try to leave out the very important pieces, but it's a very short game, so yeah, other than that, let's get into it. Hope you guys enjoy. What's up guys, I'm back for another replay review. As you can see, it started off with crazy action scene because that's what this game is about. All action, all the time, intense, crazy, first person shooter, completely out of control in the best way possible. That's all I can say. It's sort of an indie project. I think it started off as that and then it became a full game with this infinite version of it. At least that's what I read. As you can see, the action is fast and crazy. There's shielded enemies, among other enemies that you'll see throughout the review here. You're actually playing, obviously, with a female. She is not only beautiful, but she is a highly skilled assassin type of special agent. And it takes you from there, and then it kicks it up a notch. You know what I'm saying? So there's other difficulty modes as well. You don't have to play on the normal mode, but I think the normal mode would be quite sufficient for most of you. Depends how used to you are for the FPS genre, you know, in general. But yeah, the weapons are cool, which I'm going to get into. Lovely cinematics, guys. I had to put that in there, vital for the review. Very important research I did on this game. I did beat it, obviously, and I'm doing, I guess, my second playthrough with all my weapons and gear and stuff. It's not a long game, guys. No surprises there. About 3 hours long, something like that. 2.5 to 3 hours long, depending on your skill level, obviously. Yeah, the cinematics are really cool, really well done overall. The graphics are high bar. You know, glimpses of that AAA, you know what I'm saying, during gameplay. The highest things about this game are gameplay and graphics, guys. It's just, it works amazingly. It feels good to actually hit the targets, and in general, just the movement of it. You know what I'm saying? There is a slide mechanic as well that you guys will enjoy. Those Call of Duty people out there, you guys know who you are. And yeah, just the switch, the way you switch the sights and stuff, really fast and smooth. Here is obviously some of the upgrades that you're going to get eventually as you go through the game. These upgrades are vital in certain areas because the enemies do get stronger. They do have special weapons and stuff like that, and they attack you in different ways. And very quickly, I might add, you know, very fast. But yeah, basically there's weapon, light blade, and exosuit, you know, or, you know, basically body armor overall. And yeah, there is, like I said, the visuals are very impressive. The way the wind, the rain, everything looks. You know, scenarios play out, the way you're introduced to certain areas, you gotta give it to them. On the negative side, the game is very short, like I said, about 3 hours long. But it does have enemy variety, which is really cool. You know what I'm saying? Quite a bit of enemy variety, considering it's only 3 hours long. There's a few other things, like the dialogue is really nonsensical and kind of dumb, but hey, you can't have a full story with that short of a game. Here are some of the outfits, as you saw, very beautiful outfits. So she's a femme fatale, basically, type of character, which is really cool in general because she is very ferocious. I don't know what kind of training she has. There's not a lot of backstory. Just know that she's for it. She's really good. Also, there is weapon skins for each of the weapons that you may have available, and you could choose any of these going into battle, and you'll get other weapons while you're in the middle of everything, you know, which is really cool. Snipers and everything, they all work really well. I kind of stuck with the assault rifles and occasionally shotguns because they're very effective in general. But it's, you know, it's up to you guys. It's not really something that I could tell you, you know, what's better or not. Obviously, she has her bladed weapon, among other things. And she does have stealth kills in certain sections. It's not really emphasized, guys, but it's there. A little bit of there sprinkled in. There's some platforming or jumping in general, maybe some climbing that you guys will experience that I think is really cool as well. Visuals are very impressive, guys. There is ray tracing as well as lighting effects that are just cool. She does have a grappling weapon as well as special enemies like this guy right here. And I didn't want to spoil all the special enemies, but I figured I'd put one in there. And might give you a problem at first, depending on how used to you are of the FPS genre, like I said. But in general, it works very fairly, and up the difficulty if it's too much for you, you know. I mean, if it's not enough for you. If it's too much, then lower the difficulty, obviously, you know. But anyways, there is obviously bosses. I think 3 main bosses, maybe 4, and then smaller bosses. These are the options of the game in general. The game is overflowing with graphics options. I think they're really cool. There's a 120F option as well as VSync with the 60 FPS option and ray tracing. So it's up to you guys what you want to choose. There's basic music and controls. I'm going to give this game a 7 out of 10 because not much story that you care about. The characters not so much, but the gameplay and the graphics are really high up there. So it's above average game. I thought 7 was fair. Maybe you guys might see it different. I think it's a pretty good score for this game. I did find it enjoyable in general, so yeah. But anyways, right here there is a couple of chase scenes. I think there's one main chase scene. This is part of it, but it links to something else that I didn't want to spoil. I was tempted to for a second, and I know I mentioned that there might be slight spoilers. There is, but you guys won't know what's going on. Just get in there, enjoy the game, and have the time of your life. This is just fun. Okay, indie developer with a very small budget that did a great job. And like I said, glimpses of that AAA genre are sprinkled in there. I think it was about $11 for me, maybe 12, and it was totally worth it. Honestly, I don't regret it. Last but not least, after you finish the game, you can choose to go into any of these levels as an option, so you do have that as well. Go in as you please, and 7 out of 10, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe when you get a chance, and like I always say, go game.